Assalamualaikum guys, welcome back to Fikih Daily, the place where we learn Islam step by step, no judgment, just good vibes and real knowledge. Today I want to share something that changed how I see the Quran forever. Every prophet was given miracles. Musa had a staff, Isa held the blind, Muhammad SAW, he was offered physical miracles and he chose a book. Why? Why will the prophet choose something that seems less dramatic than splitting the sea or raising the dead? The answer is not just beautiful, it's proof that Islam was meant to last. Let's dive in. Allah gave every prophet miracles that fit their time and people. Musa came to a society obsessed with magic, so Allah gave him a staff that turned into a real serpent, something that defeated the magicians at their own game. Isa came to a society obsessed with medicine and healing. So Allah gave him ability to heal the blind, cure leprosy, even raise the dead. Muhammad SAW came to a society obsessed with language and poetry. The Arabs were masters of words. They held poetry competitions. They hung their best poem to the Kaaba. So Allah gave Muhammad SAW a miracle made of words, the Quran. But here's what most people don't know. The Prophet Muhammad SAW was offered more than just the Quran. He was offered physical miracles, and he chose not to take them. Why? Let me explain. The Quraysh came to the Prophet Muhammad SAW with demands. They said, if you are really a prophet, turn this mountain into gold, make rivers flow in Mecca, bring our dead ancestors back to life. The Prophet Muhammad SAW had a choice. He could ask Allah for these physical miracles, and Allah would give them. But he said no, not because he couldn't, but because he understood something deeper. Physical miracles only work for those who see them. Musa's staff, only Bani Israel saw it. Isa's healing, only his followers witnessed it. But a book can travel. A book can be memorized. A book can speak to someone in London, in New York, in Jakarta, 1400 years later. The Prophet Muhammad SAW didn't want a miracle that would die with the people who saw it. He wanted a miracle that would live until the day of judgment. That's why he chose the Quran. One scholar once made a hilarious point about this. He said, even if we hold the staff of Musa today, do you think it will work? If you took that staff and hit a cat with it, the cat wouldn't even die. And then people would just say, it is a piece of wood, what's the big deal? And then people will just say, it is a piece of wood, what's the big deal? That's the point. Physical miracles only impress the people who see them. For everyone else, it's just a stick. But the Quran is a miracle you can experience every time you read it. You cannot hold Musa's staff, but you can hold the Quran. That's the difference. The Quran is not just a book, it's a living miracle. Technology changes, empires rise and fall, language evolve. But the Quran, the same words, the same guidance. When you are happy, it has something for you. When you are broken, it has something for you. When you are confused, it has something for you. Marriage problem, Quran says, and he placed between you love and mercy. Divorce, Quran says, perhaps Allah will give you something better. Anxiety, Quran says, verily, in the remembrance of Allah, the heart finds rest. Hopelessness, Quran says, do not despair of the mercy of Allah. Every human problem, every emotion, every struggle, the Quran has an answer. That's why the Prophet Muhammad SAW chose it. Not a mountain of gold, not a river in the desert, not a dead ancestor brought back to life. A book, because a book can outlive empires. And the Quran proved itself time and time again. Jubayr ibn Mut'im was one of the smartest men in Mecca. A skeptic, a debater, He came to Medina to negotiate prisoners of war, not to convert. But one night, he heard the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ reciting Surah At-Tur, and these verses hit him. Were they created by nothing, or were they themselves the creators? A simple logical argument. The universe exists. It couldn't come for nothing. So there must be a creator. Jubayr fell to his knees. All his arguments crumbled. He said, "Ya Muhammad, my heart almost flew out of my chest. You are right, God is one. No staff, no healing, no splitting of the moon. Just words, truth, logic. That's the miracle of the Quran." So why did the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ choose the Quran over physical miracles? Because he was not thinking about the people standing in front of him. He was thinking about you. You in your car, you in your room at 3 a.m., heartbroken, confused, looking for answers. You cannot hold Musa's staff, but you can hold the Quran. And that's the greatest miracle of all. If this touched your heart, drop a love, share it, and subscribe. See you in the next video, and wassalamualaikum.